Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Stepping Up to the Plate. I'm your host, Michael Vega. Thank you very much for joining us here in your summertime as it starts to get ramped up, starts to get a little bit warmer out. You know, with all that's going on with the world of sports, we're getting excited for World Cup action coming to Boston. I know Al's got his Italia hat on. I know who he's rooting for, but sadly they won't be here. But we also are excited for the NBA, the NHL playoffs that are in full swing. They're starting to get the finalists set. And in the NBA, the Knicks have made it all the way to the NBA Finals after advancing with an impressive series, I thought. You know, a sweep, in both games. Sixers, and
Knicks are talking about 30 years or so since they've won.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a big deal. Not expected.
Yeah, not at all.
The way they've moved through the playoffs, undefeated, really.
They kind of caught fire right now, Al. I think they're a team of destiny. I really do.
Yeah. Well.
And now that I would say they kind of have the upper hand, and we'll discuss that a little bit more about that. But I think they have the upper hand now going into the NBA Finals as an epic Western Conference Finals battles being waged between the Thunder and the Spurs.
Yeah.
That one's going back to San Antonio for Game 6 after the Thunder won Game 5 at home in Oklahoma City, and I suspect that'll go 7 now. I don't think the Spurs are going to lose at home to the Thunder.
Yeah, you never know.
It may come back, to Oklahoma City, and if it does, I think that gives the Knicks all the more of an advantage because in the NBA, I think rest matters.
A little more.
Unlike the NHL, where you think, the Vegas Golden Knights after they swept the President's Cup trophy curse raised,
I think in basketball, rest is more important, a little more important than it is in hockey. Those guys want to keep going. I mean, look at what they do. I mean, even, when they had the break, those guys that went to play in the International League, the other guys the other guys sit back and go, geez, I can't wait to get back in, and they're rusty when they get back. In basketball, a little different. But, in flipping to hockey, I did watch the game last night, and Vegas was lucky to get a hurt Colorado team. McKinnon was hurt. McCarr was hurt. McCarr's a superstar. I mean, he's a great player.
Yeah.
So is McKinnon. He's a goal scorer.
Al, I
wonder how Cassidy feels.
Game 3, though, was just epic because, they come back from they were down 3 goals, weren't they? And they came back and they won that. But
this is Cassidy's team.
Totally.
I mean, so Tortorella's lucky that he got in, although he came in and they won like 7 out of 8. So I think that this is just my opinion. I think Carolina will beat Montreal, although I'm very impressed with Montreal's. And nobody thought that this team could even play with Carolina, and they're holding their own. They won the first game down in Florida. They almost won last night at home. The next game's key. If Carolina wins that game, it's 3. It'll be over in 4. 5.
Yeah.
But if they win that game, it's 2-2. And you never know what's going to happen. I believe Carolina will win, and then I believe Carolina will beat Vegas.
I think Vegas has the upper hand in that one.
I don't. No.
And it's for the reasons I stipulated that. I think rest matters.
Yeah.
In the NHL, in the NBA, it matters because you get guys, and it's not going to be a protracted, absence from the ice like it was in the Olympics or the Olympic break for a lot of these guys. Where the guys who were playing in the Olympics did get an advantage because they kept playing, but the guys, I think, in this setting, Al. Rest is.
Well, I think hockey players
key.
just want to keep playing, and but the interesting thing is, I watched this kid. Eichel's a player.
Yeah.
No question about it.
Why can't we get guys like that?
Well, he's with Buffalo, and Buffalo let him go. Really. So I watch these games and I go, the Bruins couldn't beat any of these teams. I mean, they couldn't beat
Oh.
Vegas, they couldn't beat Colorado, they couldn't beat Montreal, they couldn't beat Carolina.
You know what?
They
You
didn't
know what,
beat
Al? I'm
Buffalo.
hoping that Don Sweeney and Cam Neely also see that.
Oh, they see it. I mean, they know that they don't have the speed to keep up with these teams. That's what they're really lacking.
Yeah.
You know, everybody talks about their defense and their goal scoring because part of that is a result of teams running right by them.
Yeah.
Buffalo ran by them. They were the better team. They were the faster team.
Yeah.
And the Bruins couldn't compete with that. And you know, I hate to say it, but they kept putting what I call not the pieces that you need. They put pieces in there to give them a chance, not a chance to win the Stanley Cup, but a chance.
Chances to get into the playoffs.
Man,
But I mean, that's all they're scratching and clawing for at this point with teams, you know, like Toronto getting ready to ramp up. They get the first pick.
Well, that makes the Jacobs.
You know, you
family.
got Buffalo, a rejuvenated Buffalo franchise now. You got Montreal playing as well as you thought. And Al, you said it right. There's a move to be made, and I will go ahead and throw it out there for Bruins fans. Let's go get Brady Tkachuk from the Senators. Let's offer up whatever they want. You know,
I wouldn't say whatever
they want, Al, except with the exception
Not
of
that
two
good.
people. With two people, Charlie McAvoy and David Pastrnak.
No.
Everybody else,
Brady,
Swayman.
Brady Tkachuk. If they don't
Swayman.
get the defense and they don't get another backup goaltender, I mean,
All right.
Brady Tkachuk won't give him anything. How many more goals?
I'm going to make you a package deal here, Al. I'm going to give you Pavel Zacha. I'm going to give you Morgan Geekie. I'm going to give you a pick. I'm going to throw some cash at you. And guess what? I'll even throw in one of my minor leaguers for Brady Tkachuk.
No.
You won't take it?
No.
Oh, so you're going to pay Brady Tkachuk?
I think you overestimate Brady Tkachuk.
No, I'm not.
He's a good player.
He's a great
but
player.
he's not a great player.
He's a guy who
good
can wear
player.
the C for you.
No.
He wears the C in Ottawa.
Well, Ottawa. You're talking about the Bruins. I mean, you know, the Bruins are.
Oh, I mean, no one's good enough to wear the C here.
Well, there'll be one.
McAvoy doesn't deserve to wear the C
I think
here?
Pastrnak is probably the choice, but anyways.
You're not sold. You got to convince yourself of that. It seems
What?
that Pastrnak can wear
No,
the
I
C
think
here.
Pastrnak and McAvoy. I think
Okay.
they're both capable. I think Pastrnak is older for one. I think he's much more of a lightheaded kind of guy, whereas McAvoy is much more. Oh Christ, how would you have a captain who gets 6 games? You know, he's not going to play the first 6 games, 5 games. But then he'll probably have another one where he gets, you know, he's got a reputation now of being so on the borderline of being a dirty player. So
What about Austin Matthews?
I'd try to get Austin Matthews. I think.
What do you think it would take to get him?
Well, first of all, there's too much money.
I'm not gonna give up as much as I would give up for Brady Tkachuk. I'll tell you that.
Well, Austin Matthews was scoring more goals than Brady Tkachuk, for one thing.
Well, Brady Tkachuk.
The problem is Brady is much more of a
Bruin.
style.
Yes, thank you.
Austin Matthews, though, is a goal scorer, which is what they need. If you had Austin Matthews and Pastrnak and Geekie, you're talking about 125 goals.
Okay, but
Between three.
you're gonna likely lose an enforcer in a guy like Nikita Zadorov. You're not sold on him at all.
Well, no, they're not going to lose him. They signed him for. He's around. I mean, the problem with him is you got to temper him. You know, you can't lead the league in penalties.
Well, then
every
you
every
bring in
season.
Brady Tkachuk to
No,
kind
he'll
of
be.
temper him?
He's worse.
Huh?
Between the two of them, they'll spend
Oh.
all the time in the
Oh my
penalty
God,
box.
that'd be beautiful. A beautiful thing, Al. I would. That's my hope and dream. As you can tell, everyone, that Al and I, you know, we passed the memo to each other. We're both attired in black. I guess a fitting attire for the times at Fenway. The funereal experience that is, you know, going to a ball game at Fenway these days, where the Red Sox have lost 4 straight and no end in sight right now at home.
No.
Where they've taken some really tough game losses on the chops, and the last of which was a 7-6 loss to the Braves in the opener of this homestand, which is the last 3 games of a 6-game homestand. But
If you look
unbelievable.
at,
Al.
if you look
I
at the
mean,
Red Sox, they can't hit for one thing, and they can't hit in the clutch, given the fact that they keep losing 1-run, 2-run games.
yes.
You know, when they leave 8 to 10 guys on base, that's an indication that the team doesn't have somebody who'll
But
step
Al,
up.
in the most recent loss against the Braves, you had back-to-back homers between
Well, you had 3
Jarren
home
Duran,
runs.
and then another one by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Yeah.
That brought you within one after you had a 2-0
3
lead.
home runs, 6 runs.
Yeah.
The other guy hits a 3-run homer, a 2-run homer. You know, that's Showalter's claim to fame. Give me the home run, you take the singles and doubles.
Yeah, but they add up,
Well,
it's
3-run
like they do
homer
it.
wins a lot of games, I'll tell you that.
Sure. It does, and I tell you, that was a tough one to take.
And you take Aroldis Chapman, who everybody's talking about as a chip for the Red Sox to trade, which I think is stupid, but depends on what you get. But given the fact that nobody else is a sure out of that bullpen.
Who's out there that's going to reverse the course that these guys are on right
Nobody.
now? There's nobody out there. So, do you trade a Jarren Duran right now? Is he your biggest trade chip?
He's the,
If
it's going to happen, it's going to happen out there somewhere, and it's not going to be Willa. It's not going to be him.
Yeah,
Raphael could be,
yeah.
and Duran probably will be. Although
Roman Anthony now?
no, Roman Anthony, they don't even know what he's going to do. He only played 70 games last year. He hasn't played anything
Now
this
he's got
year.
this wrist injury, a hand injury, and it's something that's going to be lingering all year long, Al.
The
Until they
other
really
kid-
quiet that down, that's not going to, and it's going to take some time for him to quiet it down.
Yeah. Well,
before
finally,
it-
what's his name hit a home run the other night? Matsuzaka.
Von Grissom?
Yeah. Well.
Von
Anyway,
Grissom, grand slam for the Angels, Al. Why can't we get guys like that? Von
Yeah,
Grissom,
well.
he was languishing down here with the Red Sox organization in minor leagues. Gets a shot with the Angels, and he
Well,
shows what he
the
can do.
Braves might be saying that too. They gave him to the Red Sox.
Christian Campbell might be saying that too. Like, get me out of here.
Well, anyways, it's very tough to watch the Red Sox.
Oh God.
I mean, I watch them because I love the game and I like the Red Sox, but they're missing something. I mean, you almost know they're going to lose the game. You almost know when it's like 4-3 in the 6th or 7th inning, the other team's going to score and we're not.
Yeah.
It's almost like a script, and they don't have one guy. Although what's his name? Contreras is a ball player.
Big time.
I mean, he's a great first baseman,
Great get.
and he can hit for power.
Great get.
Abreu's a ball player that will get you a whole lot.
Don't give him up.
The other kid's a great center fielder. He wins games in the field.
Rafaela.
He wins games. Duran won't win you games. He'll win it on the bases. He's lost a little of his eye as
Although
a hitter.
I think he's slowly turning a corner, with his power hitting.
Well, he's probably going to hit a little more on the
Yeah.
power side, but he's still going to be a 260 hitter.
Yeah.
I think, and he's a liability a little in left field. So,
Al, he made a couple of great catches in left field in the series before.
yeah, I'm not saying he can't make plays. He's just not he's not a terrific left fielder.
Yeah.
So I think if anybody's going to go, he offers. Although I hear, and this is I can't say where I hear it, but
Trevor
I
Story?
hear that he's nobody wants Duran.
Right.
So if that's the case, then they're stuck with the kid, and then they're going to have to look and say who else.
Yoshida?
They got 2 catches. I mean, Connor Wong, I think, is susceptible.
Yeah. Narvaez.
Well, Narvaez, I think that is a little better consistent hitter. Connor Wong's a streak hitter. When
Yeah.
he's hot, he's hot. When
Yeah.
he's not, he's miserable.
Right.
Story, I think, his days are numbered here.
Well, I think this surgery that he had, to deal with the sports hernia, that's going to be a tough thing
Yeah,
for
but-
him to
and-
get back. They
and
say 6 to 10 week recovery period, but again, that could be a lingering issue for him. And I totally agree.
those
that
little, not little, even like Anthony, to have that hand issue is more important than people think.
Right.
I mean, to swing the bat, or even on a check swing.
Well, that's how he heard it.
I know, but even on a check swing, it happens all the time where you think you're going to swing and then you hold up and bingo. I don't know. And then Meyer.
Or if you hit one off the bat that, the ball reverberates and, you feel it in your hands. And yeah.
I mean, Marcelo got the better swing. He looks like he can hit, but he can't. Let's be honest about it. He's another one that's struggling. So the Red Sox have made the general managers since, what's his name left, haven't done anything.
Theo
yet.
Epstein?
Yeah. Epstein knew what he wanted.
Well, Dave Dombrowski.
Well, Dombrowski
went out and spent money.
He's doing it in Philly. He's a trader.
But yeah, he's a wheeler dealer. He went out and traded. He traded the entire minor league system.
The other
to get
kid, I have
here.
to agree with Jason Veritek's wife.
Yeah.
The other guy thinks he's the smartest guy that ever was around.
Who, Heimblum?
No, the general manager.
Craig Breslow.
Breslow, that's what she said about him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she's
we're
right.
finding out maybe not so much.
Where's Jason Veritek? He says, oh, they got a spot, and they never said anything where he's going to be.
Yeah.
This guy was a backbone for the Red Sox for 10, 12 years.
Tell you what, he was a consummate catcher, always prepared, always had his guys,
Fiery.
he caught everrieybody.
Yeah,
he caught everybody.
He was fiery, too.
Yeah.
He knew what he...
The only time he didn't catch was when Wakefield pitched.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. You want to be chasing balls like that. But that was like a day off for him, basically. But he played the others. He played all the rest.
Yeah.
So, but he was I always respected the guy. He was very well respected in the room while he was a player and after he left the game, And so, why wouldn't you tap into a resource like that?
Well,
Why wouldn't you keep that around?
But look at the Red Sox. They're in last place. They're, 12, 13 games out, okay? And here it is, not even Memorial Day. Why wouldn't they bring up Arias? The kid's hitting up a storm down there. I mean, he's hitting up a storm. Say, what difference does it make? They need hitting. Put this kid in there and see what he can do.
Right.
So that they lose another 2 or 3 games, who cares?
It won't be long till we see him, I bet. They're probably going to have to do that at some point.
Well, he's on fire right now. I mean...
But, he's seen minor league pitching.
Well,
though.
that's the point. The point is, though, Campbell, Maya, Roman Anthony was in the Hall of Fame before he played 100 games.
They're comparing
I'm
him
not
to
sure-
Ted Williams.
Hell, no. I'm not even sure that he's that good of a ball player. I think they had him as their number 1.
Yeah.
So, and then I look at...
Well, I mean, it's a short sample right now. We really haven't seen much.
But so you look at the minor leagues and say, well, Arias is hitting up a storm. Bring him up and make him Babe Ruth.
I think we tend to deify all these minor leaguers that are coming
so
up.
you had Ted Williams with Roman Anthony. You'll have Arias with Babe Ruth. We had the catcher there that's playing for Houston.
The real Babe,
Yeah.
Christian Vasquez, who's still getting it done, Al. I'll tell you, he's still getting it done.
Yeah, well, his big mistake was hitting 20 home runs for the Red Sox.
And then demanding more money, right?
Well, the other thing, though, that was interesting was Mazzullo getting Coach of the Year.
Yep.
And he says he doesn't want it. He says always the right things, though. He said this should be
About the players,
coaches of the year. Because he said it's the players and the coaches and the general management,
Right.
not just me.
Right.
So it's the organization or whatever. And I like that about him. And I think he
He's
did
a humble guy.
terrific job. So did Marco Sturm. So if you're looking at who did the right thing, Sturm did it with the Bruins because he changed the mentality of the team, changed the identity, I guess is the best
did.
thing. Because 2 years ago, they were out of it. They looked awful.
Right.
They played much better
They had no
this
structure.
year. They
None.
played much better.
Yeah.
And Mazzullo has been around now for almost 4 or 5 years.
But the job he did this year, Al, in
was
particular,
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
to
Without
get that
Jason
team
Tatum.
without Jason Tatum, with a lot of new parts and pieces that he had to integrate, he had to put a lot of it on Jaylen Brown, and then he elevated Derek White and Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah.
Then moving Peyton Pritchard back into a reserve role where he felt like he was more productive. Neemias Queta, the development of him. You had Luka Garza. You had this young, rookie, Hugo Gonzalez coming in. Then they had Anthony Simons, a guy that they really liked, and then they got rid of him for Vujovic.
He's going to come back, I heard. He's thinking of coming back.
That would be a great get. That would be a great get, I think, for the Celtics.
Well,
they could have used a scorer like him in the playoffs
to
deal with Maxey, to deal with Edgecombe in the series against the Sixers. And then not only that, against the Knicks, you have that guy go up against, Jalen Brunson or
I don't know if anybody can.
Or Mike, Bridges, Mikal Bridges. I mean, you got all these, you have some answers there with that guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? He takes some of the pressure off of, Tatum. He takes the pressure off of Jalen.
But all the press is doing now is talking about Jaylen Brown
beef with Stephen A. Smith
to leave.
No.
This is what they're talking about, and it's all over the internet.
No.
And they talk. And he's
please, let's just dispense one thing right here and now. Jaylen Brown does not need to go anywhere else. He needs to stay
I'm
here.
not saying it. It's
I know
out
you're
there,
not,
and they're talking to Jalen. And yesterday he said, "I don't want to leave Boston. I like it here. I love Boston. I love playing for the Celtics."
He does.
That's because all of this stuff is coming at him from different places, different press that are saying, "Oh, well, is he going? He should be going."
Stephen A. Smith
Yeah,
and
they
he
all
have a
wanna
big
go.
beef going on right now.
That's stupid.
It is. But you know who's staying out of it? Jason Tatum. He's like letting him have at it.
He took a little heat for not even playing the last game.
Well,
I don't.
I don't put any heat on the guy.
Well,
he fought hard to get there. He played a lot of minutes, and
I don't
then
know how
when
he
this
did
thing
it.
came up, they said, "Oh, you know what? Let's back up," because they don't need to have him have another injury that's going to set him back again.
Well, a little different. I think this was
Well,
a calf, and you're talking about an Achilles.
Well, that
big
that they were worried that could have been the precursor to an Achilles.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I just think that what Joe Mazzulla did was worthy of NBA Coach of the Year
I think so
honors.
too. I mean,
without a
I
doubt.
think that was a fait accompli, just like the general manager got general manager.
Brad Stevens.
he
Yeah,
got
for
it,
what
so.
and for all the things they did, just the roster moves they made, dealing with.
They need a big guy though. They need a consistent big guy. I think.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the guy who's out there, Al.
I know, but
Do you-
he's 32 years old. I
Here's the
think.
one guy I'd never bring in. I'll never bring in this guy, James Harden.
No, I
Oh.
know. Wow.
No.
Kyrie
know what?
Irving said he's
Which
coming back.
reminds me, Al. Dark roast with almond milk, large. Is that what I owe you?
Well,
You sent me the ingredient. You
A
said-
dark roast for sure.
Okay.
Extra large, incidentally.
Extra He's trying to milk it.
Oh,
Oat milk, almond milk, just regular milk.
Splenda. No, yeah.
Splenda.
Just
You like
cream.
Splenda?
Cream. No.
Cream? Okay. All right. I owe Al a coffee for the bet that we made.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
between
put
the
a board
Cavs.
up.
I had the Cavs beating the Knicks.
We're gonna have to put a board up on all the
Boy,
bets
was I wrong
because
on
you
that
need to
one. Oh
need
my
to start filling in your side. I mean, I'm getting all these check marks.
All right. So are we gonna carry this over? Are you taking the Knicks are you gonna take the Knicks in the NBA Finals?
No. I'm taking.
No. Al,
I'm
ye of
taking
little faith.
I'm taking Oklahoma. Here's the other one.
All right.
okay?
You know what? I'll take the Knicks.
All right, you can take the
You
Knicks.
can take,
All right,
and you know what? My theory of rest is going to be proven.
All right, we'll see. And then you can have Vegas, and I'll take Carolina if they
Well,
win.
I'm still going to give you your coffee tomorrow.
All right,
Okay.
but here's the other
All right.
one. Okay, so this will be a double coffee.
Double secret press you're going to throw at me
You're
here?
going to take the Knicks. I'll take Oklahoma. You're going to take Vegas.
Okay.
I'll take Carolina only
Over-
if they win. If Montreal wins, the bet's off. If
Okay.
Carolina beats Montreal, I'll take Carolina, and you can have Vegas.
Okay. My theory, I'll go with my theory of rest on
So
that
you're
one too.
two rests, so when I'm rested drinking my coffee.
Rest does not make rust in this.
Yeah. But anyway, the other thing, though, that I noticed was Bryson DeChambeau
I was just going to
saying
say, yeah.
he's talking about looking at, he thinks there's going to be some more financing for the LIV.
God,
And he's saying,
who's going to want to finance that?
he was talking about leaving golf to do something else.
UFC fighter?
if the money doesn't come in, I think
Podcaster?
he's happy with the LIV. He's probably one of the only ones that's completely happy with the LIV. But after his PGA performance, I don't think they want him back. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
I was surprised at Scheffler, though. Just he's been in that match this weekend. He had so
Byron
many
Nelson.
opportunities.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But his putting on one day was really bad again.
Yeah.
But what's his name ran away from at the end?
Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham won by 3 strokes.
Yeah, it was just like that guy,
And
Aaron Rai, who won the PGA Championship. That guy was solid. He was solid. Everyone, it was funny. I think at the end of the third round, everyone was kind of scrambling. This guy was down the middle of the greens, making putts. And Al, the guy makes a 68-foot putt on that day. That was a seismic.
But those
shock
are things
wave.
that win. That's what that Scheffler normally does. Is he's as steady as it comes, and everybody falls back, and he
Well, it's funny
emerges.
that he used Aaron Rai used Scotty Scheffler's playbook to a T.
I think
in winning that championship.
I used Scotty Scheffler's new grip yesterday. I played golf incidentally.
And
yesterday. I hit the ball off the tee straight. So
Wow,
if that's an
unbelievable.
improvement, I didn't go left, I didn't go right. I hit it straight down the middle, maybe not as far, but I was happy
what
with it.
were you hitting approach? Wedge?
No, you know what?
Rescue club?
The grip I only put on the driver and
Yeah.
on the 9-iron, and I hit those.
Were you
I hit
swinging out of
everything
your
straight.
spikes?
No. You know what I tried to
never-
do with the grip. I've never used a grip like that because I was more of a, I guess you'd call it a weak grip, and this is much more of a, because you put your hand in the spot.
When I used to swing a golf club, because now I don't play golf because I commit golf, which is as in a crime. My swing thought, Al, on the tee as I pushed the pin in the ground, Ernie Els.
Oh.
Be easy as Ernie Els, and that's always worked for me. I'm not swing. That's why I like watching Scheffler swing makes it.
See, when I use the Ernie Els and Freddie Couples style, I hit it from here to the camera over there. I have to swing hard, so.
All right. Well, Al, I hope you don't swing it too hard the next time you're out there. We want you to come back next week in good health, and we will drink to your health tomorrow at Steel and Rye when we share a coffee. All righty, everybody. Look forward to seeing you next time here on Steppin' Up. Take care.